So we go to factors explaining why individuals conform to social expectations, including sanctions, social pressure, self-interest, and social exchange. So there's conformity, which means we comply to the rules and regulations. That is conformity. So what are the factors that make us to comply as individuals? So we read. Most of the time, most people conform to social expectation. Okay. Most of the time, most people conform to social expectations. Like social life would not be possible if they did not. So we conform because we feel like if we don't conform, then the life will not be a better place. So the agencies of socialization, the family, the peers, education, media, and religion also act as agencies of social control. There are also some specialized agencies of social control, such as the police, that's the executive part of the government, and the legal system, the courts. Agencies are able to apply pressure to make people act in some ways and not others. One way they do this is through the use of positive and negative sanctions. So before we go into those sanctions which are punishments or rewards, there's always social pressure, which comes from the society, which comes from the peer, the people, the police, all these things. They just want the society to become a better place. So, and for the society to become a better place, we need conformity. We don't need deviance. We don't need non-conformity. So what are the ways in which we can actually conform in the society? The first one, through positive sanctions. For positive sanctions, we're talking about rewards, encouraging people to do better in the society. So let's read. Positive sanctions like rewards are the pleasant things we do to make people behave in routine, predictable ways. This ranges from smiling, through praise and encouragement, to gifts. So here, you're well done. Oh, you're just a good guy. You're well done, bravo. When you say these things are pleasant. So, and rewards also, like rewarding gifts. So these things make people to like, okay, I need to get these gifts too. I need this type of smile from my master, from my teacher. You know, when you get these things can influence the way we behave. So that's positive sanctions there. Then we have the negative sanctions, which are punishments. They are the reverse or the opposite of positive sanctions. They include not talking to people if they annoy us, frowns on or words of disapproval, fines, taking away liberty, like your freedom, taking it away from you, putting people in prison, and the ultimate negative sanction is killing someone. So there's conformity. And because of conformity, I'm just quickly going to talk about functionalists. The functionalists, they believe there's a prison for those. Why do we have prisons? We have prisons. There's a prison because some people do not conform in the society. So they take them out of that society to put them in prison for them to understand the essence of being free. So when you are out, when they take liberty away from you, you're not free. So that would make you to appreciate freedom. So that might put you back into shape and make you to want to conform the next time. So those are ways in which conformity can be achieved through positive sanctions or negative sanctions. For positive sanctions, there are rewards. For negative sanctions, punishment that could be through fines, imprisonment, and the rest. So we'll go to social controls and how the forms of social control. The first one is formal. We have formal and non-formal social control anyway, or informal is the same as non-formal. So for formal controls, this involves written rules such as laws that apply equally to everyone in society. No one is above the law. So they also include non-legal rules that apply to everyone playing a particular role in an organization, such as school or factory. Sanctions are enforced by agencies of social control, for example, the police and the legal system. Formal controls tells everyone within a group exactly what is and is not acceptable behavior. Breaking these rules, deviance, I told you that earlier, right? That's non-conformity, may result in formal sanctions such as a fine or imprisonment for breaking the law or being sacked for breaking the company's organizational rules. So we have the formal controls, which talks about a legal way, a documented formality on acceptable behavior within the society. So if we don't conform with this behavior, if we don't comply with this behavior, then we could be sanctioned through imprisonment or being sacked from work if you are not going with the guidelines that you're given at workplace. So these are formal. Then we have informal. For informal controls, they come from people, the primary socialization mostly from the family, the friends. So let's read anyway. Informal control rewards or punish acceptable and unacceptable behavior in everyday settings, such as the family. These controls do not normally involve written rules and procedures. Rather, they operate through informal enforcement mechanisms that might include ridicule, You know what ridicule is like, okay? Sexism, disapproving looks, or personal violence. Such controls mainly apply to the regulation of primary relationships and groups. However, they may also be a friend or even a relative. Informal controls also relate to the unofficial rules we create